Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about haters. Now, let me tell you about this. It's crazy when you get to a certain point in life where you worked your butt off, you've done everything you're supposed to do, and you kind of get to a point where you see the hard work that you've been putting in for years. And, before that, you would start off with like just, doing the basic stuff like going to the gym or changing your style or trying to do something different. And then there are people that are rooting for you, and of course you have people are doubting you, but you have people that are rooting for you, people that are actually, for my case, they were rooting for me. They were cheering me on and say, bro, you look good, bro. When I first started going to the gym, bro, I see you, bro, commenting and all that stuff. And when I first got my little twist, my little locks, bro, you trying to grow out your hair, bro, that's crazy. And just doing all kinds of stuff. And when I first started, everyone was rooting for me, and then I kept going along in this journey. Obviously, the more time you put into something, you're gonna get better. Obviously, you're gonna level up. But as further along I went down this journey, the more I noticed people started to kind of got more. They got more quieter. They didn't really say anything with like, "Oh man, like I see you. You look good, man. You look sharp and everything. You look good, man." Like, nah, they started getting quiet, get more distant, and actually they started becoming a lot more hostile and more rude. And these are people that seen you grown as a character throughout the years. It's like they're just in disbelief that you've gotten better through time. And they don't have to tell you anything like, "Oh, you changed and you did this," but you can feel the energy when you kind of go out and just do your own thing, and you kind of just stumble across these people. And it could be family, friends, or whatever, people that you've seen at the gym. It's just something is different. And obviously for me, I really haven't changed my morals. Like, I've always been a good person, not a nice person, but a good person at heart. I've always been that way because I was raised that way. But then I noticed that people interact with me differently, where they're a lot more hostile, they're a lot more unsure, they keep the conversation brief and quick. And even with this, I noticed where there seems to be like in disbelief that you change, that they're actively looking for flaws that you have, potential flaws that you have as a character. Like, say for example, like, oh, I like to like to work out a certain way, or I like to work out, push, pull, and split. Bro, why do you like to do that, bro? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, so you to me and tell me you only train 4 or 5 days out the week? You're overtraining, aren't you? And it's just like, how on their end, it may be a simple question, but the tone, the delivery, and execution sounds like a damn attack. Yeah, it's not saying like, oh really, why, oh that's cool, you like to do that. No, it's like, why are you trying to do that? That's stupid. Basically. And you can tell when you talk to someone, you say one thing and the snapback is a lot more sharper, a lot more denser. And you know it's like, it's not the same interaction as it was before. And this could be the same person you could be talking to, where before you had good conversations, everything was fine, and out of nowhere it kind of changed into something where it's like a lot more hostile, or they're like looking for a argument to kind of find in the way how you speak, and the way how you kind of like the way you do things, or kind of make you question yourself or gaslight you. Gaslighting was a big ass term where I figured out, like, when people make you question yourself, which I've never had ever in my life, where they made me question what I was doing. They added on and asked why I was doing, but gaslighting, they would like, they'll make you like, why do you do that, bro? That don't make no sense, bro. And without really hearing your side of the story. Well, the reason why I like to do, going back on push, pull, split, the reason why I like to do it, mainly because it works with my schedule. And, if it works for me, and if something works for you because you have your reason, it works for you. But if what works for you may not work for someone else. It's obvious with that. But then they don't go into figuring out why you do something. They question how you do it, or why, like, what's behind. Like, it's stupid. They kind of critique it without really understanding why. Basically, before I go on a little tangent right there, but it's different. It's just something where you notice the energy shift is just completely different. And it's kind of make you scratch your head and make you go like, man, like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. And when I was younger, I used to do a lot of stupid things just to cause attention and stuff like that. I used to make noises and trying to be funny and be the loudest guy in the room. I'm pretty sure you see that when you go to the gym or anywhere where like a couple of youngsters, they'd be the loudest and dumbest one up there. And obviously it causes a reaction where people start to look and say something and kind of move away. They don't want nothing to do with that. But on my end, when I walk in somewhere, I could be completely fine, no negative thought, nothing, no energy I'm putting out, whatever, and people will still just still look, and then they still trying to find something to get on me about, looking for flaws and trying to like figure me out and all that stuff, and I don't say a damn thing. You thinking like someone with a damn but somebody with a weapon will walk in a place or something crazy, just to cause that much attention. But it's just when you walk in, everyone's just trying to like figure you out. It could be the same people you've known, you talked to before, and just the energy is different, and it's weird. And when I try to explain this to people, especially close friends and stuff like that, well, I'll say people that I know, close friends, they understand, but people that try to ask me or figure or understand where I come from, they be like, "Oh, bro, it's all in your head, man. Like you tripping. I don't, well, bro. This, you making this stuff up." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. How can you make something up when you? I'm just calling it for what it is. If I see somebody coming my way and then they start doing weird stuff and then they move away, I'm gonna say what I just saw. Like I just saw someone walking, they did some dibble dabble weird stuff, and he went on about his day. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, like he was chilling. I'm not gonna lie about it. Just call for another thing. Like you have opinions, and then they try to, or you have facts like you seen it, and then they question. They it's like an argument. It's a counter argument, and it's like a thesis. And so it's just like they want to try to figure out any little thing to make you look bad, which is super annoying. And it's something I had to kind of readjust myself and be honest. It's just like, yeah, like, I'm still the same person, but a lot of things have changed around me. And, no matter what, you have to still keep that same inner child, protected, at the same time, like, just still be good to yourself. Because trust me, there's a lot of craziness out here in the world, and people are going to try to take advantage of that, no doubt. But yeah, just the more I got into the gym, the more I started training and getting better at things. It's just the more I seen people change, and it's just social dynamics isn't the same as it used to be when I first got into the gym, or when I was younger and stuff like that. It was easier being into relationships. It was easier making friends. It was easier just being invited to things and all kinds of stuff. And out of nowhere, it just got more difficult. And it's just like, it really didn't mess with me mentally, because it's like I haven't done, for starters, I haven't done anything that was wrong. I haven't done anything that was that caused that reaction. I haven't said anything. I haven't done anything, and yet that negative interaction happened. And when that happens so many times, it's like you start to kind of question yourself. It's like, am I really doing something, or is it just the universe out there that's letting me know I'm not meant to be in this way or go this direction? And when you deal with that so many times, it makes you just go like, okay, what's going on? Or is it me, or is it something else I need to be paying attention to? I'm telling you, because like, friendships became hard making friends, because people would automatically think like you're up to something, or you're trying to like ego pride and all that stuff, and the energy would be weird. And in relationships, I well, okay, with dudes, they either like trying to be competitive or trying to make you look stupid, or trying to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about, or you're incompetent or something like that. And you can just tell by how they're talking. It's not like a normal conversation. It's just like, oh, let me find something to make him look dumb. Or, oh, you don't know about that? How don't you know about that? I thought you were a man, right? I thought you had your stuff together, right? How come you don't know about that? And it's just like, well, because I'm learning every day. I'm not ignorant. I didn't say I was ignorant. I don't carry myself as I'm ignorant or anything like that. I'm learning every day. That's it. Relationships. Oh, well, he seemed like he tired, or he not doing all that extra stuff, or it's just weird energy, and it's like not the same as it used to be. It's not like you want to get to know somebody, or it's genuine. It's just like, oh, he don't want to, he ain't trying to be getting, I know he not trying to get my attention, or he not trying to do anything. Oh, he look like he tired, or he look like he not perfect or anything like that. And it's just the weird energy that you will get And it wasn't like that before. Back then, people would just come up and just want to talk to you and get to know you and everything. And then it was like you kind of went from there. But after that, it kind of just changed, and it was a big difference. So getting to that, that really mentally messed me up, and I'm still recovering from that because I had a normal life before, and it just changed, and I'm just adjusting to that change. And have you guys ever really adjusted to that too, where you start out with people rooting for you, and then now they're treating you like you're the bad guy, and then just like, damn, am I really the bad guy? I'm more of an anti-hero. I'm more of a Wolverine. I always say, I never think of myself as a victim, but like as like those comic book stories where they have like a tragic backstory and they become a character of like out of that backstory, like Wolverine, Spider-Man, Punisher, Deadpool, you know, what else? A whole obviously Batman. I can't forget about Batman. Batman got to be number one. Number one. Spider-Man and Batman, both my favorites. But yeah, it's just it changes. Change is something else, and just adjusting to it. But yeah, if you guys ever found yourself in a journey where people were once cool with you or nice with you, and then you've put in the work, you've gotten better, and you see and you can sense that change. Um, Never change yourself. Just keep going. Just keep pushing. And I think if you ever feel lost, I think it's time to find yourself. And that's what I've been doing, is just finding myself again and reinventing myself to be a little bit stronger than I was before. And yeah, just take the time to kind of find yourself again, because it's not easy out here, especially if you're a man. If you're a dude, it is not easy. It ain't like you gonna have supporters and all that unconditional love and all that. Is out here, it's like as a guy, you expect to do a lot, and you make one mistake, and they're gonna be switching up like sharks quickly. Like, "Oh, see, I knew you can do it, bitch ass nigga. Let's look, see, he can do it." But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. Thank you guys for listening. Keep going, keep being strong, and have faith. Let me know in the comments if you guys ever have any stories like that you can relate to. And there you go. But you guys take care and have a good one. Peace.